going to imagine the engine and we are going to try to simulate right now the 4 strokes. Okay? This is the head, guys. And I have 2 valves, intake and exhaust. And I have the piston. The piston is moved because the crankshaft is rotating. And the piston goes up and down. In other words, what is the function of the crankshaft? Convert the linear movement of the piston into rotational movement and produce output torque. That's the function of the crankshaft. Later we are going to talk about that. Okay guys, look at this. Those are the valves, intake and exhaust. We are going to start the process with the piston going down. You can do this table, guys. We are going to recreate the 4 strokes. Intake, compression, power, and exhaust. And we are going to check here the piston. And here in this column, we are going to check the rotation of the crankshaft. And here we are going to check the position of an intake valve and the position of exhaust valve. All right, pay attention. I have both valves, intake here and exhaust here. And the piston is going down. I am going to start intake. I am going to start intake. In intake, which valve should be open? Intake valve open and the piston is going down. And fill the cylinder with air. In diesel, we fill the engine with air. In gasoline engine, fill the cylinder with air and gas. Okay. Fill the cylinder and the piston reach the bottom depth center. The bottom. What happened with the intake valve when the piston reached the bottom? Close. Okay. During the intake stroke, the piston is going down. What valve is open?
Intake.
This one is open and this one is closed. What about the crankshaft? How many degrees rotate the crankshaft? 180. Anybody follow me? 180 degrees. Look at this. The piston is here and rotate 180 degrees. And the piston goes down. This is the situation in intake. Okay. Now the piston is in the bottom with both valves closed. Now the piston start up. What happened with the valve? Stay closed because I need compress the air or the mixture if it's gasoline. Yes? And the mixture or the air is fully compressed with both valves closed. Okay. Both valves closed. The piston is 180. Look, like this. This one was 180 like this. And the piston is going up. Pay attention. Immediately the piston reached the top or a little before. Really is a little before. What happened? What happened in that area? In diesel.
Gets hot.
What happened with the injector located in the middle?
Spray.
Inject the fuel. And the fuel enter atomized. When the piston is going up, what happened with the air?
It's compressed and gets
It's
hot.
compressed. And what happened with the temperature and the pressure of the air? Increase dramatically. Listen to me. If that condition is perfect, that pressure and that temperature, when the fuel is atomized because the injector opened, what happened?
Boom.
Kaboom. Explosion. Excuse me. If the pressure in that point is not superior to 400 psi and the temperature is not around 1000 degrees Fahrenheit, what happened when the fuel enter over there? Ignite?
Nope.
Not ignite, and the fuel goes out
No start.
and no explosion. You understand? In other words, in a diesel engines, the pressure and the temperature of the air is critical. If not, no explosion. Good, guys? It's clear? All right, pay attention. I am finishing compression. Compression, the air is fully compressed at high temperature. And in that moment, just before the piston reaches the top, the center normally is 4 degrees before or 6 degrees before in diesel. In that moment, just before, the injector opened and sprayed the fuel and produced the explosion. And what happened? The piston, boom, go down. Yes or not?
Yes.
Okay. When the piston is going up, what happened with the valves?
Close.
Close. When the explosion is produced and the piston goes down, what happens with the valves?
Close.
Stay closed. Stay closed. Both of them stay closed. And now the piston is once again
180 down.
180 down and the piston is down. Good. This is power. Once again, guys, the piston reached the bottom. And what happened with the cylinder? The cylinder is full of what? Gases. Gases, smoke, no? And now the piston starts to go up again. What happened with the valves? Which valve open?
Exhaust.
Exhaust open and intake stay.
Close.
And what happened with the gases?
They go out.
And this is the forest.
They go into the heat.
Okay, this is open, this is closed. Once again, and 180, and the piston is up. Finito. Mira acá. Follow our explanation. Look at the block. You see the block? You see the block? Look at the head. The head have intake valves connected with the intake manifold. You see the air filter? Intake manifold, intake valve, intake valve, intake valve, intake valve. And the exhaust valve connected with, you see the exhaust manifold, exhaust manifold, exhaust manifold, and the gases goes out here. Look at this. What is this?
Intake manifold.
Intake manifold. What is this?
Exhaust
Exhaust manifold. What is this?
Head.
We are going to remove the head with Dr. Danny. That's okay. That's the head. The head have intake manifold here, exhaust manifold here. Oh, this is the head for this diesel engine. This is the head of my Jeep Wrangler. But it's the same. It's the same. It's exactly the same head. Look at this. Exhaust here, intake here. The exhaust is communicated with exhaust valves. The intake is communicated with intake valves. And here I have the block. I have the block. What happened with the block? Look, I have the piston here. And what happened in the bottom of the block? The crankshaft. Everybody follow me? Oh, it's simple, no? What type of block is this? It's a straight 4 cylinders. There are a straight 6 or a straight 8. Okay, nice. What about, let's go to the other building with Danny. What about this block, guys? Look at this. This is the crankshaft. Look at this. If I rotate this engine here, here is located the oil pan. If I rotate that one, I have this. I have 2 heads. Look, 1 head and 2 heads. And I have piston like this. What type of end the block is this?
A V8.
It's a V. There are V8,
They're
1, 2,
V6.
3, 4, or V6, or V12, or V16. Okay, look. This is 1 head, other head. We are going to analyze the head. Look, intake manifold. The intake manifold is located here. Papi? The intake manifold is located here. You see the intake manifold? The carburetor is here. Here enter, this is gasoline engine. Here enter
Air and gas.
air and gas. And the air and gas enter through the intake ports. Dr. Arnold, please. When the air and gas enter here, is communicated with this valve and this valve. This valve, yeah? Intake valve, intake valve, intake, intake. Exhaust here, exhaust here, exhaust here, exhaust here. You understand? One is intake, the other one exhaust. One is intake, the other one exhaust. Here is located the intake manifold. And here are located exhaust manifold. This is a V engine. The other one is
Straight.
straight, in line. What engine is that?
Inline.
Is V or straight?
That's the straights.
It's a straight. How many cylinders?
4.
How many cylinders? We are going to check here. How many injectors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 injector. It's 6 in line. What about this?
The 6-cylinder V6.
It's V6. You see? See, 3 exhaust in this side, 3 exhaust in the other one. V6. What about this? What about this? Can you check carefully?
1, 2, 3,
How many cylinders in each van?
4, 8, 8B.
It's a VA ultra ultra big. It's a VA diesel. It's a VA diesel. Where is the exhaust manifold in this engine? The exhaust gases enter in the turbo, spin the turbo, and bye-bye here. This is the exhaust manifold. And where is located the intake manifold here in this engine? Where is located the intake manifold? We are going to check the other 4 cylinders. It's easy. Check the intake manifold over there. Where is located the intake manifold? How you identify easily the intake manifold? Guys, because the air filter, look, air filter, intake manifold here. Exhaust here, exhaust gases going out here. Everybody follow me? Exhaust manifold, intake manifold.